Post parade for the Remington Park Championship. Number 1, Mr. Truly You Know, owned by Sally Box of Aubrey, Texas. Sleepy Gilbreth trains. Jockey Jose Montoya. Number 2, A Toss-Up, owned by James Sills and Abel Flores of Cedar Hills, Texas. Eddie Willis trains. Jimmy Brooks rides. Number 3, the World Champion, Cold Cash 123, owned by T-Bill Stables of Clare, Michigan. Trained by Sleepy Gilbreth. Roy Valdez with the call. The 4, Streakin' Down, Ed Melzer of Edmond, Oklahoma, the owner. Trained by Eddie Willis. Rider David Pignon. The 5 is Candy Cartel, owned by Carl Peavyhouse of Ratliff City, Oklahoma. Clint Crawford trains. Tony Bennett rides. Georgino, the 6, owned and trained by Jorge Haddad of Seguin, Texas. Santos Carrizales is up. Number 7, JLS Mr. Big Time, owned by JLS Speed Horse Ranch of Opelousas, Louisiana. Sleepy Gilbreth trains. Jockey Alex Valdez. The 8, Jazz Be First, owned by Alejandro Medina of Maylene, Alabama. Ricardo Martinez trains. The rider is Felipe Garcia Luna. Number 9 is Lano Teller, owned by Wooten Racing and Reed Land and Cattle Company, partnership of Lano, Texas. Heath Reed trains. G.R. Carter in the saddle. Number 10, Now We're Talking, owned by Jose Salazar of Laredo, Texas. Judd Curl trainer. Rodrigo Vallejo rides. The 11 is Riley's Boy, owned by Gerardo Ochoa Pena, also the trainer of Levine, Arizona. Joe Ruiz up. And number 12, T Gold J, Manny Silva, the owner of Rockton, Illinois. Bonifacio Almanza trains. Jockey Paul Nieto. 440-yard distance. Mr. Truliano steps up at the rail to begin the process. JLS Mr. Big Time in. Jasby first. A toss-up. Cold Cash 123 takes his spot. Lano Teller now streaking down. Now We're Talking. Candy Cartel approaches. Riley's Boy is in. Likewise for Georgino. Outside, T Gold J. They're all in. Streaking down, number 4 acting up. Back on his feet. They're off on the Remington Park Championship. Cold Cash 123 finds traffic. Candy Cartel away best. Lano Teller outside is right there. GLS Mr. Big Time chasing along. Now Cold Cash 123 is rolling from 4th, but with work to do. Halfway home, Cold Cash 123 now puts a nose up front. Outside Lano Teller, the rival's right there, second. But Cold Cash 123 pulling away. Cold Cash 123 in the championship by length. Cold Cash 123 winning his 11th career race from 16 attempts, his second in a row here at Remington Park. And he stays perfect so far, 2 for 2 in 2012. He's owned by T-Bill Stables of Clare, Michigan. Sleepy Gilbreth trains, assisted at Remington Park by Esteban Rubio. Winning rider Roy Valdez. Making the presentation to the winning connections, Remington Park President and General Manager Scott Wells. Cold Cash 123, a 4-year-old gelding by Oak Tree Special from the Taken on the Cashmere Hot Cash 123, bred in Michigan by T-Bill Stables.
Thanks, Dale. And for some reason, still nervous. Carolyn Bay comes over. He says, "Oh, you better hang on. I'm still nervous. Relax. Let it down. You've won."
I know, and I am thrilled. I am just thrilled. Thank you.
Well, thank you for allowing us to have him here at our racetrack. He is quite a treat to have the world champion. Carol, I know it was such a terrific campaign for him last year in 2011. You now have an undefeated horse on your hands.
It's scary. I want you to know, but it's right here. That's where it is.
We'll get to this guy in a bit. I have to ask you a question, though. We know that he has qualified, obviously, to the Champion of Champions with this victory here. We also know that the challenge races are at Prairie Meadows in Des Moines this year, and that also is a qualifying race, which is moot right now. But what's not moot is Des Moines is kind of close to Michigan. You got a lot of family and friends up there. Are you thinking about that race?
Right now, I'm kind of, my mind is blank, but I am thinking, yes, we are. But we wanted that to go to the Champion of Champions, and we're thinking, let me put it that way.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk to a man that doesn't say much, but he's always thinking, and that's Sleepy Gilbreth. Sleepy, congratulations, first of all. And before we start talking about what's down the line, we've seen what kind of horse he's been. He's the world champion. Does any other champion or any other older champion horse come to mind that you can compare him to, whether a horse you've had or just the horses you've seen?
I really haven't thought about it. I don't know. You know, I've been fortunate enough. I've had some good horses, but I've had very few great horses, and this is a great horse.
He's already great for sure, and on par to just continue to get beyond that. Sleepy, your band of horses, ground zero is in New Mexico. Is that where he will ultimately go?
He'll probably go through there sometime or another.
With a lot of different points that you could go. All right, let's talk to a man that got him to the line first. Roy, it wasn't the smoothest of sailing, was it? Tell us, actually, before the pop the gate, there was some restless in the gate.
Yeah, he just, he stood really good today, and he got a little too relaxed and didn't really get his go like he has in the past. And, he got bumped a little bit, but he's just a remarkable horse.
It only looked like he got bumped a little bit from the pan shot, but from the head on, you can see he really gets rattled around, and his engine room gets knocked out.
Yes, he does. But like I said, he's just a remarkable horse. He's, he just loves to run, and he does it on his own.
Well, he kind of did. You gave him a couple bits of encouragement about the 16th pull. You put the stick away. You felt you had it in the bag, and then he just, for good measure, he just changes leads and skips home.
He, he does that. He's just, I don't know, he's just remarkable.
Well, I got goosebumps in talking about Cold Cash 123, and what is chilling is if bad luck can't get him beat, is there anything that can?
Well, I've made mistakes on him, and he's made mistakes, and he's still overcome it and still won. So he's just a great horse.
Well, he is a great horse, and it's a treat to have him right here at Remington Park. Wherever he shows up, everybody needs to embrace Cold Cash 123. He's a Michigan-bred quarter horse. I have reason to believe he just might be the greatest Michigan-bred racehorse, period. Cold Cash 123 right here at Remington Park in the Remington Park Invitational.